This is Charlie Kao with Travel Mall TV at Focusrite Conference in Hollywood, Florida, with Kurt Homfelt, who's the president of Dunhill Travel Deals. Good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. How are you?
Good talking shop with you and John.
Yeah.
Dunhill Travel Deals, for those in our audience who are not familiar with what you do, could you give a quick...
Sure. Basically, the business model is we've got almost 3 million U.S. consumers. We aggregate travel deals from a host of different vendors, cruise lines, tour operators, hotels, airlines, etc. Package them up and put them in a communication vehicle, whether it's our website or newsletter, and get them out to our consumers. So, in short, we're an advertising play.
And I know I receive your newsletter, so every Wednesday, it goes out to these 3 million people.
Correct.
So advertisers can go take the full list, partial list,
Charlie, you're absolutely right. The interesting thing is they can take the full list. On Wednesday specifically, it's what we like to refer to as our tactical deals. It's the best deals we get each week. We limit it to 15 different offers. There's no 2 competing offers in the newsletter. And we send that out to our subscriber base. What's really exciting for us, Charlie, is we now have 7 different partners where we syndicate the newsletter twice a month. So every other Wednesday, that newsletter doesn't just go to 3 million people, it now goes to 8.5 million people. We've got several partners that have their own subscriber bases that don't have the wherewithal or the time to aggregate the deals and shop the deals and vet the deals. So we just turned into a partnership with these other companies, and they literally take our deals, white label the deals, and send them out to their subscriber base.
What's been the growth in the last, say, 3 years, 5 years of that 3 million subscribers?
We started about 3.5 years ago with about 900,000 people. So it's virtually tripled in the last 3 years. Our goal is to get our core, what I call our core list, to 3.5 by mid-year, and knock on wood, hopefully 4 million by the end of 2012. You can't grow it too fast. You got to get the right people on the list.
Sure, and I'm sure you lose some along the way.
Absolutely. Sometimes I feel like I'm I'm a hamster in a wheel. I lose some and I gain some. But yeah, it's you have to get them one at a time. It's the only way you get good quality consumers that are truly interested.
And most of these consumers are in the United States.
Vast majority, about 96-97% are in the U.S. There's a smattering of Canadians, and there's a few UK subscribers as well.
Any trends you've seen in the last couple of years of what kind of destinations, packages, deals work better than others?
You know, it's a good question. It's from what I've seen and what I've experienced, Charlie, it's pretty much, Las Vegas, Orlando, still going to get a large engagement. A good hot airline deal from a great brand like a JetBlue or a Southwest, going to get a huge engagement. Europe's been very active. Cruises have been very active. The cruise lines have come out with some very, very attractive price points. And we've seen a nice, strong, steady uptick in cruise engagement in the last 3 years as well.
We were speaking about Facebook, like in USA Today. They're talking about privacy and tracking users, what they're doing, where they're shopping. Curious if you've ever done any surveys of where do they end up buying. So they see your newsletter, they may look at the offers, they see this offer of a package to Ireland, let's say,
right?
But they may not buy it right there from that offer, but it's branding going on as well. Have you followed what happens to that branding?
It's a very great topic. It's a very deep topic. We like to refer to it internally as last click mentality. And I'll give you a very simple example. We might advertise something for the Irish tourist board. It might have 4 or 5 different wholesalers in the advertisement. somebody might not have been thinking to go to Ireland, but all of a sudden they see these great deals to Ireland. I can go for 10 days for $999 with airfare out of New York. So it gets them thinking. So they start shopping around. Invariably, a lot of times they'll end up going to Google, putting in the keyword,
Sure.
and boom. And a lot of these advertisers think that Google is the end-all be-all, where in reality, a lot of companies, not just the one I run, but a lot of companies in my model, start the process. And we get the thought germinated in the consumer's mind to take this trip. Sometimes they book through the offer we've given them. Sometimes they go out, as you stated, and research it through different channels. So
you just have to have the technology to track that and prove it to them. Huh?
Absolutely.
That hasn't happened yet.
Well, one of the things we do, there are a few good, there are some vendors that do a very good job of tracking. They cookie people, they do unique phone numbers, they do unique landing pages. So there are some ways to track, but it's still not a perfect system.
How do you differentiate yourself from your friendly competitor, TravelZoo?
Well, first, obviously, is price. I mean, we're a whole lot less expensive than they are. I think, my own personal opinion, we tend to be a little bit more vacation-focused than TravelZoo. I think we have a little bit higher-end consumer than TravelZoo. We have a lot of high-end products. Just ran something for Antarctica last week. We're running some for Canadian mountain tours. These are $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 products.
Yeah.
These guys are having good success. So I think one point of differentiation is probably, we're smaller, obviously, but we're a lot more affordable, and I think we have a tighter, higher-end set of consumers than TravelZoo does.
Kurt Homfelt, president of Dunhill Travel Deals. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Appreciate it.